first carry for Lamar Miller. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Target. Richmond. Come back.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Stay 50.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Golladay. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Black 99 Philly. 2-jet. 2-jet.
Here's a give to Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They snap it to Stanford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tiger. Come back.
Watson on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Richmond. Reset.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll have it before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hurry!
After the interception, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Reset, reset, reset! Come back, come back! Tiger, tiger, tiger! Richmond, Richmond! Come back, come back!
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demaryius Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Come back, come back! Come back, come back!
Now a first down throw. Watson. Catch here, left side. Thomas. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Richmond, Richmond! Come back, come back! 2 jet! 2 jet! 44 tonight! 44 tonight! Watch the screen, watch the screen!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the passing route. It hits Demaryius Thomas. 23 yards on the play.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football, he's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Now it's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Tiger. Two jet.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 7. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Houston. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Hey, 22!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take.
And this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Houston. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On first down, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Come back, come back.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Reset, reset, reset. Two jet, two jet. Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Reset, reset, reset. Come back, come back. Set. Black 22. Black 22. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
Watch 82. Watch 82. They like to sneak out late. Watch 82. Right, Roger, Roger.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Houston. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Texans send the punter out. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take this inside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They are already in field goal range. Let's see how they want to play this, Charles.
And I have a feeling I know how they want to play this already. Run the football to the hash mark that works best for their kicker. They already have the field goal unit lined up, ready to run out there and go get it done. They practice this, they understand the situation, and with that amount of time, they can do it.
Let's see how they carry it over into the game. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 22! 22!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they do indeed get The timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Richmond.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.